What's up, creative community? How you guys doing? Once again, this is Lorenzo from the Coach MC Studio. This is the place where we'll help you actors, performers, entertainers to really stand out in the audition room, to shape unique behavior deliveries. And hopefully with these videos, we also help you to improve your artistic abilities whenever you get called to action, to come through as an even more impactful, more authentic, more powerful performer, actor, and creator, and to get recognized for the talents that you have, but also for the work that you put in each and every day. And in today's video, we want to talk about mastering your emotions, why that is so important, and why it can help you tremendously to boost your career. So without any further ado, let's jump right into it and let's see what's cooking. How on earth is this an advice? Because we all should master our emotions as a collective in this society. Otherwise, we just have mayhem, anarchy, chaos, mass shootings and all that. We don't want that. So we all need to master our emotions a little bit. Yes, but if you happen to be a creator, an artist, a performer, an actor, an illustrator, storyteller, somebody who transforms whatever he receives through his antennas from the universe into art so it gets perceived by an audience. If you are that type of person, mastering your emotions is the #1 skill for your success. First of all, if you don't master your emotions, then your judgment is off. It's obfuscated. It's clouded. It's not clear. It's not objective because you're subject to your volatility. It's like a roller coaster. We can have millions of different emotions throughout the day. Which one is the truthful one? Which one is the honest one? Which one is the one that really belongs to us? Because thoughts and emotions can also be introduced in our system from the outside. They don't need necessarily to be from us. We can catch emotions from a group of people. If you observe people having fun like crazy, all of a sudden you start smiling as well. And if you find yourself in the middle of a crowd that is going nuts, guess what? Your temperature will rise as well. So you are subject to not only your emotions, but to other emotions as well. And if you don't filter that, if you don't have control over that, what will happen to you as soon as you hit a distraction inside of the audition room? As soon as you realize the director on set wants multiple things at the same time and you really can't pinpoint exactly what he wants from you. As soon as all these unexpected, unpredictable, crazy events happen in our lives, as artists, we have to face those events eventually, for sure. Otherwise, we're doing something wrong in the first place. So coming back to that, if we don't master our emotions, every time we hit that wall of unpredictability, we will clash against that wall instead of finding the exit, instead of finding another road, instead of finding a solution how to get along, how to maneuver around that wall. If we don't master our emotions in the first place, we don't know what our mission is, we can't really judge, and we can't focus properly. And we will be subject to all these crazy oscillations around us. Reason number 2, as actors and performers, it's about conveying an emotional message. It's about hitting people at their heart, at their core, and really finding that center line connection. My center line to your center line. I need to be crystal clear and radically honest and absolute granular about what I want to achieve. And then, of course, once I laid those fundamentals, I can go crazy and improvise and add more and more tones and nuances, facets and colors to it. But I need a certain road first. And then I can do all sorts of craziest things on that bridge. But first, I need to construct that bridge. On an emotional level, I need to connect with the other reader in the room. I need to establish relationship with the other character in the scene. I need to know why I'm on stage. And here's the thing about being an artist that is kind of, special in terms of a job description, that whatever happens in your private life can be channeled into your art, but most of the stuff needs to stay out. Because if it doesn't stay out, it gets into the art, and then the art becomes just regular, boring, and normal. We need to insert extraordinary stuff into our art. Our art needs to be remarkable, unique, and full of novelty, and we can only do that by focusing hardcore, by creating that center line first, and then making it stronger, better, more capable, more beautiful, more colorful, full of temperature, full of very interesting things that happen during that quest of information and emotional exchange. We are deliverers of a very special product. And we can't insert all the craziness in there if we don't master it beforehand. Because otherwise it's just, floodgates are open wide and everything comes in and there is no control and it's just a mess. If you just put all the colors on the canvas and you just mix them up, you will have just a, squatch, a splash of color, which doesn't really make sense, which doesn't give you any structure, any form, any shape, nothing that you can really work with. You can't establish relationship with that piece of picture, with that piece of art. So you need to master your emotions also to filter exactly what you like to convey and what not. And once you build that relationship, then you can start to add facets, colors, beautiful notions, sparks, and new images to it. And the third and most important reason is rejection. As an artist, we will have to face rejection quite a lot during our career. People will tell us no, wave us down, say it's not your time, not your place, not the right role, not the right subject, not the right product, not the right service, whether it's too expensive, whether it's not unique enough. Whatever it is, they will always come up with an excuse in order to not change their habits. So there will be a lot of rejection we'll eventually have to face as actors. And we will have to stay calm. Otherwise, we get caught up in the emotions and we do stupid things in order to compensate those. We will start sabotaging our art, sabotaging our relationships, sabotaging our networks in order to kind of compensate that inner turmoil. So we need to master emotions also because of the sheer number of rejections we will receive. As artists, we take it very personal because we created this stuff that we are presenting. It's close to us, it's important to us, we share it with the audience, and as much as we sometimes put on a show and we're outgoing, we're optimistic, we're good to everybody, still we are fragile human beings who want to be acknowledged. We need just somebody who tells us, hey, that was a good job, by the way. We need that. We want that. And when it's not happening for a longer period of time, we need to master our emotions to really stay in the game, to stay on track, to stay on the train. If we exit the train, it's over. We have to wait for the next one. And here, at the end of this video, that's the bonus tip. Imagine you master your emotions. And you kind of have control over your feelings. You're not subject to the volatility of your emotions inside. What will happen if something unexpected happens inside of the room? Everybody goes fucking wild and nuts and crazy, and you're the only one who maintains control of operations. Now, how do you think the casting director will look at you when he realizes, wow, look at her. She stays calm. I kind of like that. The casting director will think of you as a very sovereign master of his craft, as somebody who's a team player, as somebody who's likable to work with, as somebody who actually listens to reason instead of just, counter-attacking all the time. When you, as the producer, as the production company, as the network realizes, okay, I hired someone because this guy, this girl, she masters her emotion. She is in charge of what she's doing. She's an authority. I can trust her, she's reliable, and she will always have at least a moderate, ponderated judgment. Something that goes through a circle of reasoning and not just reaction. Because if we stay reactionary beings, we're always subject to the next emotional oscillation, to the next stress momentum, to the next peak of hysteria. And we will never be in our axis. We will never stay that human being, and we can't create relationship because we are always trembling, always shaking, always, kind of moving instead of having that quietness, that stillness, and that reliability. And reliability, especially when it comes to big budget movies, is one of the most important things a production company is looking out for. In a way, it's also helping others to do their work better if you master your emotions. Now, I gave you enough reasons to believe that I did my homework at the end of this video, that this is actually useful advice, that this is something that you can implement, exercise, get better, and have more success through and with this very important skill. Because again, you will come across as a way more professional, skilled worker, somebody who's sovereign, who's an authority, someone who's reliable and a team player, someone who's likable to work with, and somebody who is good to work with and it's great to be around with, because you won't distract people by mastering your emotions. You will actually help them to focus more and to get better at what they are doing as well. And this is what collaboration on a high professional level should actually look like on this planet. Whether we are free human beings or artists working for a network, it's always about mastering our emotions. So good luck with that. And for anything else, just contact me through my website. It's thecoachmc.studio if you want to master your emotions, work on a show reel on your next pitch sale, or something amazing that should be included in your show reel portfolio. Just come over to the Coach MC Studio. Let's find out in a free trial lesson if we're a great match for each other. If we are, let's start the adventure. Also follow my adventures on TikTok, on Twitter, as well as on Instagram. And every Saturday you can catch catch me on the Saturday Night Hypnosis with my man Hypnotic and a beautiful panel of very gifted human crazy beings. So catch me with the next video. If you like this video, leave a like and see you next time. Now you're ready to perform.